Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to dive into one of the key concepts in machine learning, that is softmax regression. Whether you are just starting with classification problem or looking to refresh your knowledge, this video will give you a clear understanding of the how softmax regression works and how to implement it using Python. Let's start with the basic. Softmax regression is a generalization of a logistic regression that is used for multi-class classification problems. So while logistic regression can only classify data into two classes, that is the binary classification, softmax regression can handle multiple classes. So imagine you are trying to classify image of animal and you have three categories, cat, dog, and birds. You do want your model to predict one of these three classes. So softmax regression assign probability of to each classes, and the class with the highest probability is chosen as the predicted class. So here, this is the mathematical expression of the softmax function. And here, Zi is the raw output, the logit for class I, and the k is the total number of the classes, and the summation is the denominator is all our classes. Now, to understand the softmax better, let's walk through it step by step. First, each class has set of rows scores, also known as logits. These scores come from the model last layer. So softmax will convert this logic into probabilities. Let's say you have a three raw scores. If I just scroll down, this is just one example where it said cat, dog, and bird has these scores. These are the logic produced by the model for the classes cat, dog, and birds. To apply the softmax function, we exponent each of these logits and which give us the value 7.39, 4.48, and 1.5 respectively. Now we sum these values, that will be 13.52, and finally we divide each exponentiated logit by the sum of the to get the probability for each class. So the probability for cat is 7.39 divided by 13.52, that is 0.47. So similarly we compute the probabilities for dog and birds. So these probabilities are what the soft function output, and the classes with the highest probability, in this case cat, will be predicted by the model. Now let's take a look at how we can implement the softmax regression using Python, and the popular library NumPy will build a simple softmax regression model to classify data into three classes. So let me run this. So as you can see, we first define the softmax function, and which exponentiate the logits and normalize them. Then we calculate the probability for each class using some example logit 2.15 and 0.5. When you run this code, you will get the probability for each classes. We run this, and as you can see, this is so now that we know how the soft fact works, let's talk about training a soft max regression model. The process is similar to any type of machine learning algorithm. Compute the loss, backpropagate the error, and update the parameter. We'll use the cross entropy loss for the classification task. So in this code, we have two parts. The first part is the cross entropy loss function, which calculate the loss between the true labels and predicted probabilities. And the second one is gradient descent, which update the weight and biases to minimize the losses. So we initiate the weight randomly, compute the log logits using the dot product, and between the inputs and the features and the weight. So we have calculated the feature, weight, and biases here, and we calculate between the input features and weights and apply the softmax function to get the probabilities. Right. So here we are calling the softmax function here to get the probabilities, and the gradients are computing using derivative of the softmax and cross entropy laws, and the weights are updated regularly accordingly, right? So we are also printing the each iteration loss, and if I run this, run our example and train our model, okay, we got the error because I didn't run this an example. Yeah, so that is we initiated the weight randomly, computed the logic using the dot product between the inputs and weights, and then applied the shortman function. And this is the final weight and the final biases we get. So in this video, what we have covered the concept of softmax regression, how the softmax function works, and how to implement its sketch from using Python. So softmax is a powerful tool for multi-class classification problem, and understanding it is crucial. So thank you for watching and happy coding.